Alrighty, out here on Homestead again, bringing you another video. I'm gonna have a little bit of a longer video today. I hope the quality is a little bit better. I'm using a different camera. I'm out here by our little storage camper. I want to talk to y'all a few things I've learned out here homesteading. I've been homesteading on this property off and on for almost 3 years now. We've stayed here a couple different summers, and now we're in our first winter actually staying here. A lot of people just want to jump into things without knowing too much stuff. And I'm here to tell you a few things that I've learned along the way, and I hope you enjoy it. Hope that I can help you out a little bit. And I'm still learning as I go. I'm out here in East Tennessee. Got almost 6 acres here in the county. We're unrestricted. We can build anything on our property we want, however we want to, as long as it's not housing quarters. As long as you're not sleeping house or something like that, you got to get you a permit, just like anywhere else, state permit. If you want to get a septic tank, a well, or any of that stuff like that, you got to get that. We had to get a permit for our electric, which if I turn the camera, you can see we got a travel trailer down there by our electric pole. Beyond the electric pole is a little red shed that I built a couple years ago. We are down here on the lower part of our property. Down here we like it the most right now, just because the driveway is more flat than up at the top of the property. We do have a lot of road frontage here. I am down by the road right now, so you're gonna hear some cars in the background. We like having this property. It's nice and long. It does take a while to walk the whole thing just because it is so long, but I'm gonna turn the camera here and I'm gonna show you a shot down the driveway, which is currently snowed over. We got some snow last night and this morning. You can see the neighbors spread across the street there. You may be able to see some cows over there in that pasture there. So I like being able to come out here, see this view out here. Um, Not in the city, so I don't have no rules and regulations I got to follow out here. I can come out here and have big old bonfires and just make as much noise as I want. I do stay pretty courteous not to make a lot of noise out here in the middle of the night or something like that, because I do got a neighbor down that way, and I got neighbors up the hill behind us that are really nice. And every one of my neighbors out here so far has helped us in some way with our little adventure out here. When we first bought the property, we got a guy over here on the corner. He helped us spread some slate rock on our drive where we could get in the entryway so we could at least start working in here. So that was nice. Guy across the street, he let the electric company run wires across his cow field so I could have power coming across the street. So that's real nice of him too. Now the guy beside me over here, he let us use his water and everything first year, and he's done multiple other things with us, like he pulled us out of the ditch a couple times, and whatever we need, he's just always there to help us. He's just been a real nice neighbor. And then after we bought the property, he decided that it'd be in everybody's best interest to fence the property line over there, so I knew exactly where the property line was. And come to find out, I gained probably 20 feet more than what I thought I originally had by him putting a fence up. And I was able to use that area, which was already a cleared area, to put in my little apple orchard I got going on. So you can scroll down if you're subscribed, to go down to one of the videos I posted a year or so ago about the little apple orchard out here on the homestead. A lot of my videos haven't been so good so far, just because quality of camera I got, and just haven't had a whole lot going on that I figured anybody won't even want to watch. But I'm just out here. I think I've been doing some stuff now that some of you folks might like to watch. I'm going to tell you some do's and don'ts when it comes to getting property. The don'ts, I'm going to start off. One major don't is don't hesitate. Okay, if you got a little bit of money or the means to get a property and you find one that you like, don't hesitate. Just go ahead and get it. Okay, even if you still got to stay living in the city and you're making trips back and forth to your property, we've done that before too. We did that. It wasn't a very good thing that we like doing every day, traveling back and forth here, but it took about a half an hour each way. But we were able to keep some pigs out here and some chickens and stuff. So if we wouldn't have done the traveling, we wouldn't have been able to have that stuff out here. So we wouldn't have been able to take care of them. We do got 7 potbelly pigs out here in Homestead. We've got 4 chickens and 3 ducks. We also have 4 dogs. We got 2 outside dogs, kind of guard the place. And then we got 2 little inside dogs. Our property's all wooded. Like I said, it's just under 6 acres of land. We got really good views across the street there. And our driveway is really long because we have a lot of road frontage. I'm going to try to turn the camera. I hope it's not being blurry for you. I don't know what you can see because I got it pointing the opposite way where I am. But you can see along the roadside here we got some barbed wire. You might be able to see in the video. And then I showed the other day that I was working on some fencing over here. So hopefully you can see that. Some of the things not to do when you're homesteading. Don't get in a lot of debt. I did that. I'm doing that right now. I went out and got a bunch of storage buildings I thought I needed out here so I could do more stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, this little camper behind me, this camper was given to me. And it don't look too great. But I'll tell you what, I got a whole bunch of stuff in there and it's dry. So you can get your little camper like that. If it leaks a little bit, it don't matter. You can get it fixed up. You can get some roof tar, put on the roof like I've done in the past. Get that thing sealed up. Nice little storage unit. You only got to pay for it one time. And since it's got a hitch attachment there in the front, you know, you can hook it up to your truck and drag it around different spots of your property. This is the second place we've had it on this property. It was down the driveway that way for a couple weeks before. And then we brought it to its permanent location here. And now it has been broken into before, so that's the other thing you got to consider if you are trying to homestead somewhere and you're not living there. If you're just out here working the property or whatever and you leave for an extended time, you got to take into consideration that people know you're gone because they drive by, they don't see you, they honk their horn or something, try to see if you're around, you don't answer. Things like that can get your stuff stolen quick. Don't be afraid to hang some motion lights and stuff like that, trail cameras. It's part of your security, you need those. I'm going to see the tree behind me where it says beware a dog. There's a solar light above that. You probably can't see it too well. But then right here in the tree is a motion light, okay? So if you come walking down my driveway, you get right up close to this camper, that light's going to come on. And you're going to be seen. If somebody's driving by or something like that, we're this close to the road, people are going to see you. So that we do get a little traffic out here. Not much. But every time I want to make a video out here, it seems like it's a highway out here, Route 66 or something. But other than that, it's quiet. So yeah, the motion lights, you can pick them up for about 10 bucks. I'd get the ones from Walmart. That's where I got mine. They come with the screws already. They come pre-charged already. So the first night you use them, they'll already be charged up, ready to go. If something comes walking down your driveway, those things will light up. And they'll come on, I'd say about 12 times. So if you're walking around outside doing whatever chores you got to do at the night, they will keep the area lit up pretty good for you. The other little light that I have on the tree above this sign right here, I got those from Harbor Freight. They come on at night and they last most of the night staying on. You can light up signs or something like that. I did have them along the path out here. And one of the major things that I also do right away is everybody wants to be off the grid and they don't want an electric bill and stuff. Well, I'm here to tell you today that it's easier being on the grid. I would rather pay an electric bill instead of running into town every day or every 2 days or something to get gasoline to put in a noisy generator. And I got to fill up the gas in it all the time. And things just, that ain't worth it. Okay. For me, I probably got around $1,000 or so to get the electric on here, which is probably cheap compared to some areas. It's probably more, but it was well worth it. That $1,000 has saved me a headache. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got the electric now. So we got our travel trailer hooked up to it, and it's just been a nice thing to have. Around the country right now, everybody's wanting to homestead and put in these little shed houses. They call them shabins, shed to house conversions. They're nice. I got one. I might show you in a video sometime. We've actually had 2 now. We had a smaller 12 by 24 down here we stayed in the whole summer. We had it out here for about 2 years. And then we actually sent it back to get a bigger one. Because when you get those sheds, they're on a rent to own. typically, unless you want to pay cash for them. So you could send them back anytime you'd like. But it's a nice thing about them. So we got a really big one. Now I've finished most of the inside of the cabin. I put a bathroom in there. I put a little kitchen area in there, some cabinets and everything. We got living room, but it's not as nice as a travel trailer because it takes a long time to get them going and it takes a lot of money to fix them up. And if you're not already having that thing paid off, well, you just don't own it. So if you lose your job or something, can't make your payments, that company that you got those on a rent own with could come and pick that thing up at any time. And they're not too lenient with missing payments. I'll tell you that. So that's something you need to take into consideration. Now, well, I'll tell you what, folks. I wish I would have took the $1,000 that I put down on that cabin and put it down a down payment on a camper trailer. So as you can see, we got a real nice one. A lot of room to move around in there. It's pretty roomy. It's got a couch area that folds down to a bed. It's got a bunkhouse. It's got a master bedroom. It's got some other sleeping capabilities in there. Nice bathroom with a bathtub and shower. It's also got a nice little vanity deal with the sink where you can wash your hands and everything outside the bathroom. It's real nice. It's got a water heater that runs off propane or electric. It's got the gas furnace. Um, full entertainment setup in there. It's got surround sound, radio in there, everything you'd want. And you could pick up a travel trailer like that for about 4 or 5 thousand bucks, and then you're set. You just pull it out on your property, and you got a nice place to live. You don't got to worry about doing all that work on the inside. You got to take into consideration is that when you're doing all the work on the inside of your house, your cabin, whatever you want to call it, you are taking a lot of time from the outside. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you're out here homesteading, like I am, you gotta have your stuff going on the outside. You gotta have your chicken cages. You gotta have them good, so something doesn't come eat your chickens. I got the pigs out here. You gotta make sure your pig pen don't fall over so pigs get out. I've had my pigs get out. So you gotta think of what animals you want to have. Okay, that's the first thing. What kind of animals do I want to have out there? What kind of cages do I need to build for them? Chicken coops, pig pens, stuff like that. We've had multiple types of animals out here: pigs, chickens, quail, ducks. My ducks I got right now, just 3 of them. They're just wandering around so they can go wherever they want out here. And they just kind of stick around one general little area. They really like days like today where it's raining and then they can drink out of these puddles and stuff in the driveway. They don't got to go over their little pan they got. But that's some things you got to think of. You can get in debt really fast when you're working on a project like this. You may be quick to want to go out and get loans or rent to own buildings and stuff like I done, but it's just not worth it in the long run whenever you can just work on stuff a little bit as you go. So right now, that's what we're doing. We got um, 2 storage buildings up top from the shed lot. We're getting ready to turn back because we can take the contents of one and continue filling up this camper here, which isn't even half full of stuff. So I don't even know why I thought I needed all these storage buildings. And I would recommend, if you can, having a little trailer. Maybe go to Harbor Freight and buy one of those little $300 trailers you can pull behind your vehicle. That's going to help you out a lot whenever you go to the feed store or anywhere you might be going. And if you go pick up materials or anything like that, that could be real good for you. But don't go getting in debt. Property out there is easy to find. You may have to talk to people. You might have to get on the phone, ask them questions. Maybe you're not a people person. Well, you just got to get on the phone, call them anyway. So I found this property. I was driving by, had a sign out there for sale. I called the number on it. I ended up with it. So you could do the same thing. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. So the do's and the don'ts pretty much are: if you find property you like, buy it. That's something to do. Go ahead and get your property lined up. Get out on it. Get out working it. The don'ts is don't get into debt. Don't get a bunch of stuff you don't need. If you're not really crafty and you don't have the money to finish a cabin right away, a little house or whatever, then don't get one. Okay, it's not fun staying in one without water running and everything like that. having to go into town to take a shower or something like that. Get your RV travel trailer, um, whatever you're more comfortable in. You can get a driving one, or you can get a pull behind one like we did. You can even get one like this. You can get one like this for a couple $100. Don't look that great, but you can get in there and fix it a little bit and stay in that if you need to. Then you don't have no payments on it, so that's real nice. So you got to try to stay out of debt. That's part of the don'ts. Don't get into debt, okay? And don't go getting too many animals when you don't have a place to put them, because I've done that too. So my videos are already over 20 minutes. I hope this helped a little bit. Again, my name's Tim. I'm in East Tennessee. It snowed today. It's normally not snowy. It's one of the longer videos I've put on there. You're going to hear another car go by. Like I said, every time I want to make a video, seems to be a lot of traffic out here. And then when everybody drives by, I got to wave at them too, because they stop and talk to me a lot. So, yep. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope maybe I taught you something. Maybe I didn't. I hope I did. Um, yeah. Thanks for visiting Pine Ridge Homestead. Like my channel, or like my video, thumbs up it. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making a lot more stuff to come. I'm going to show you how to um, deal with the pigs and chickens and stuff like that. I'm show you how to work on a generator. I got one that needs a little repair done to it. I'm gonna be making a video about that. I'm gonna show you my apple orchard again, show you some updates on the areas I want to have a garden. So if you want to see any of that kind of stuff, you stay tuned and just wait for me to post another video. Thanks.